Hi, thank you for joining us for the final recording in our 8-part series. This is 8 of 8 in the new leader training for MNCoE Innovations. And we are going to wrap up by understanding what does support and partnership with Minnesota Centers of Excellence for Young Children with Disabilities look like, as well as where are the resources that you can use to support your program's full implementation. And on the screen are the 2021 professional development facilitators, also called external coaches. Each external coach is assigned to a region and programs within that region. I've had the pleasure of being your host through this series. My colleagues helped develop the content for this series of training information and stand ready to support you in quickly becoming ready to participate in your team's implementation. Every PDF is knowledgeable and skilled in the innovation work as well as implementation science. And we have the extreme pleasure of meeting with each other twice a month to share ideas, to share resources, and learn from each other. So when you have questions about how does another program approach family engagement, or how do other teams resolve the primary coach approach meeting plans, your external coach has all of their colleagues available to help with those answers. And we draw information from the many programs in Minnesota who are doing this work and doing it well and have overcome struggles. So you have a big team behind you with this group of 12 folks right now. So what does this support look like? Our mission at MNCoE is to connect with ECSE leaders and early childhood professionals to support folks in their professional development needs, their coaching capacity, and their use of evidence-based practices. And finally, to empower leaders and programs to critically examine and improve their program practices, to adopt innovations, to access quality information and evidence-based resources. And that's what we are really excited to do in terms of our support to you with this innovation work, is to sustain these quality programming aspects, as well as the evidence-based practices that get better outcomes for kids and families. So our professional development role for innovation work is considered to be an external coach. We are not internal to your program, but we are your guide on the side. Unfortunately, we don't have all the answers, but we do have some guidelines, we have some examples, and we can help you think through how to apply them in your program. So our work looks like collaboration, looks like support in accessing resources and information and thinking through barriers, problem solving together. The guide on the side, the external coach, will help your meeting facilitator prepare for meetings and prepare to facilitate meetings. Implementation teams for you as a new leader coming into an existing program may have been up and running for a while, but at any point, if you have a change in your team facilitator, it's recommended for that person to meet with your PDF and have some conversations about how to prepare the agendas and how to move the team through those conversations. Your external coach will participate in your implementation team meetings, either in person or virtually, and the frequency will be based on need. So in the beginning of your implementation, you should expect to see your external coach at most implementation meetings. And as time goes on, there may be a decrease in frequency. If you're in your 8th year, perhaps your PDF is coming 2 or 3 times a year as a checkpoint and an opportunity for new information. But at any point, if you need more support, just ask, and he or she will be happy to hop in. There are opportunities for your external coach to support your internal coaches, participating in internal coach meetings, helping with fidelity measures, helping your internal coaches to plan for observations and meetings. The same extends to your data manager and or your behavior coach if needed. And finally, the PDF can have meetings with you as an administrator or as an administrative team to talk about any of the scale up and sustainability plans that you want to talk about from an administrative lens. Perhaps things like budgeting, staff time, alignment with other district initiatives, JPAs, etc. And then finally, we've referred to these share sites throughout our time together. These are your first stop if you need something. Instead of recreating the wheel, we would all recommend the PDF team that you look at the share site and see if something exists, or shoot an email to your PDF, your external coach, and ask, does anyone have an example of a template for primary coach meetings or a template for conferences that include a social emotional goal? Because oftentimes the answer is yes, we have one here that another Minnesota team created. And also, if you create something in your program, please share it, because there's no sense in all of us duplicating effort. We might as well support and learn from one another. So you've seen the share sites for the innovations, EQUIP, Pyramid Model, and CEM. We also have share sites for our practice-based coaching and our data. And I'm just going to show those to you right now. The links are on your new leader agenda. So the practice-based coaching share site, if you are interested in learning more about how we use practice-based coaching, we have articles and videos as well as templates that can be used in deepening your understanding. They're also available to our internal coaches, so they have access to the support they need. And then we have the data share site, which is a go-to for our data managers. We have checklists available month by month, so the data managers are aware of the tasks that may need to take place. We have our data submission plans available, and then each of our innovations has its own tab of information and how-to videos for the data tool. So this is another share site that you may wish to bookmark so that you can refer back to. So some things you may choose to do on your own to pause the recording and make notes. Make sure you know who your external coach is and how you can contact him or her, maybe an email address or a phone number so that you can quickly access that support. You might want to find out from your implementation team, what has the external coach's support looked like for the team? And what would you and the team like the support to look like going forward? Those conversations can happen between the team, between yourself and the external coach. As external coaches, we have flexibility to meet your teams where they're at. Of course, following through the guidelines, but the exact support can match what your team needs. And then it may be valuable to just take some time and think through what on the share site would be good to explore. What information do you think you want to try to grab from the share site? How do you want to organize that information, or how is it already organized in your program? So we're going to sign off now. This is the last of our series for our new leader training, and we're going to leave you with some potential next steps. So some questions for you. Just what are you committed to doing as you support the implementation of these practices in your program? Thinking about your commitment to facilitating ongoing staff support, including training for new staff. Your commitment to supporting teachers and early interventionists to implement with consistency. What is your commitment for developing, promoting program-wide goals and implementation, to developing plans for individualized support for staff, for families, for children? What's your commitment for the coaching structure, for connecting families to this implementation effort, to monitoring progress and using data for decision-making? Or are there other things that you're committed to make this work in your program as you move forward? And so that concludes our information. We're happy to have you join the MNCoE partnership for innovation work, and look forward to supporting you in the future and hopefully meeting you at some of our statewide events soon. Thank you so much.